Far North Queensland is the northernmost part of the Australian state of Queensland. Its largest city is Cairns and it is dominated geographically by Cape York Peninsula, which stretches north to the Torres Strait and west to the Gulf country. The waters of Torres Strait include the only international border in the area contiguous with the Australian mainland, between Australia and Papua New Guinea. The region is home to 3 World Heritage Sites: the Great Barrier Reef, the wet tropics of Queensland and Riversley, Australia's largest fossil mammal site. Far North Queensland lays claim to over 70 national parks, including Mount Bartle Frere. With a peak of 1,622 meters, it is the highest peak in both Northern Australia and Queensland. The Far North region is the only region of Australia that is home to both the Aboriginal Australians and the Torres Strait Islanders. Far North Queensland supports a significant agricultural sector, a number of significant mines, and is home to Queensland's largest wind farm, the Windy Hill Wind Farm. Various government departments and agencies have different definitions for the region. The Queensland Government Department of Trade and Investment Queensland defines the region as an area comprising the following 25 local government areas: Aurukun, Burke, Cairns, Carpentaria, Cassowary Coast, Cook, Croydon, Doomadgee, Douglas, Etheridge, Hope Vale, Kovanyama, Lockhart River, Mapoon, Mariba, Mornington, Napranum, Northern Peninsula Area, Pomfara, Tablelands, Torres Strait Islands, Weipa, Wujal, Yarrab. The main population and administrative centre of the region is the city of Cairns. Other key population centres include Cooktown, the Atherton Tableland, Weipa, Innisfail and the Torres Strait Islands. The region also consists of many Aboriginal and farming groups. The northeastern point of Highway 1 passes through the region in the city of Cairns and connects the southern running Bruce Highway to the western running Savannah Way. Highway 1 circumnavigates the continent at a length of approximately 14,500 kilometers and is the longest national highway in the world. Despite being Highway 1, not all sections of the Savannah Way are designated as a federally funded national highway and certain sections remain unsealed. Significant industries include tourism, cattle grazing, agriculture and mining of both sand and bauxite. Agricultural products generate between $600 and $700 million a year. Sugarcane, tropical fruits including bananas, mangoes, papaya, lychees and coffee are grown in Far North Queensland. The region is home to the world's biggest silica mine at Cape Flattery. The mine was established in 1967 and was severely damaged by Cyclone Iter in 2014. Rio Tinto Alcan operates a bauxite mine on the western coast of Cape York Peninsula near Weipa, which contains one of the largest bauxite deposits in the world. In recent years, Far North Queensland has become increasingly known for its artistic and creative offerings, with the Cairns Indigenous Art Fair and Cairns Festival both held annually. Active arts organizations include the Tanks Arts Centre, Cairns Civic Theatre, and Cairns Art Gallery. The region supports a large tourism industry and is considered a premier tourist destination in Australia. Nearly 1/3 of international visitors to the state come to the region. Attractions include the Great Barrier Reef, Daintree Rainforest and other Queensland tropical rainforests within the wet tropics of Queensland. Heritage Area, the Atherton Tableland, Hinchinbrook Island and other resort islands such as Dunk Island and Green Island. Major attractions around and in Cairns include the Reef Hotel Casino, Kuranda Scenic Railway, Barron Falls and the Skyrail Rainforest Cableway. Towns and localities attracting large numbers of tourists include Cape Tribulation, Port Douglas, Mission Beach and Cardwell. The Australian Bureau of Statistics estimates the region's population at 280,638 in 2014. The region contains 25.6% of the state's indigenous population, or 28,909 people, making up 11.8% of the region's population. Yalungi is an Australian Aboriginal language of Far North Queensland. The traditional language region is Mossman River in the south to the Annan River in the north. bordered by the Pacific Ocean in the east and extending inland to west of Mount Mulgrave. This includes the local government boundaries of the Shire of Douglas, the Shire of Cook and the Aboriginal Shire of Wujal and the towns and localities of Cooktown, Mossman, Daintree, Cape Tribulation and Wujal. It includes the head of the Palmer River, the Bloomfield River, China Camp, Maytown, and Palmerville. Far North Queensland is the location of the first amber fossils to be found in Australia. The 4-million-year-old fossils were found on a beach in Cape York Peninsula but were probably washed ashore after drifting with the currents for about 200 kilometers. In the 1860s, Re.